Hey guys, this is Foxy and welcome to another video. Today is not a discussion video or anything like that, but today, as you can see from the image right here, it's another video about boosting. As you guys know, this is the second week of Amduat, and for those who don't know what boosting is, I'll describe it in the later half of the video. I'm gonna go through some of my personal ideas of how can we fix this problem, but first let's begin with the elephant in the room, which is this person. I can't even read his name, but you can see in red highlight, this guy's from Asia, 2063. So the booster was nowhere in the top 10 in the last 10 minutes. The point gap from rank 1 to 10 was around 1920 to 2060. So the person who made this Reddit thread, which I will link, he tracked this guy's points gain, and you can just read on the right. So basically, at 5 minutes left, he had 2063. Okay, so that's the base. And then within 4 minutes, he got 2088. So that's 25 points. It's not impossible, but it's very unlikely. And what I mean by that is in 1 minute, it's very possible to get a 30-second clear against very easy defenses, those Siana defenses that are trash. And if you get 2 of those, it's roughly, with the point gap you can see, it's only about, in the first photo, it's 5 points, right? So it's really not that big of a difference between rank 1 and 2, but rank 1 and 3, there is a difference. So I'll say on average, you would get about 8 points, okay? Being very liberal here, 8 points. So that's 2 battles, that's 16, and you need 2 defense wins. So it's not impossible, but very unlikely, okay? So we move down to 3 minutes. So you get a 40-point gain in 1 minute, which is either 8 wins if it's legitimate, because when you are ranked really high compared to the other leaderboards in the rankings, you only get about plus 5 to 7 points. So that's why he rounded it to about 8 wins. And you would lose, he is correct, you would lose 10 to 15 points per loss. If you have someone at 2,000 points and someone from 1,800 smacks you because he got lucky finding the bottom of his list, you're about to bleed 10 to 15 like this guy said. So we are assuming in that 1 minute gap, which is very unlikely, that he did not lose 1 defense. And then in another minute, from 3 to 2 minutes, another 40 points. Okay, definitely something fishy is going on here. Don't even need to think of this logically, dude. How do you get 80 points in 2 minutes? Anyways, so we have 8 seconds left from 1 minute, and he got a total of 30 points in just under a minute, and his verdict is 135 points, not as crazy as a 600-point guy, in 5 minutes, which is impossible, even if you're attacking during non-rush hour. This is true. Even if you are hitting Slime 1 defenses, that loading time on your phone, if you don't have an iPhone especially, it's going to take a long time. And during rush hour, stall defenses are out. This is true, or speed defenses, and everyone's attacking one another. This is true except for Europe, where everybody is kind of like a collaboration, but still true. You have to be boosted to gain that much points in under 5 minutes. Very true, because even with a powerful offense like myself, I can't even get this amount of points in 1 minute. 40 points? Insane. Anyways, for those who don't know what boosting is when you go into a battle and you intentionally forfeit and you quit out in like mere seconds. So it's very easy for Com2uS to track the battle time, because if they have the technology in RTA to not show replays because the battle time was so low, why is there not the technology to see the battle time when you go in and out of the battle when you lose? It's there. You can use it. You can check someone's history and see it. So once again, it's when you go into the battle, you quit out, you give that W, go back into your list, click on it, go in, lose, refresh, repeat. And eventually you'll be so low that you can't find it anymore, so you gotta climb up a little bit more, depending how insane this boosting is, to find your friend again and give him some wins. Boosting is not, I repeat, not fighting one person. Their offense is their defense is better than yours because it's faster. Some Tian Lang stripped you and stunned you, and then you go back in because you risk the RNG because it's a high percentage rate to win, and you go in and you get bad luck and get dunked again. For example, all those Tian Lang teams, Tian Lang no longer really strips, right? It's like Molong, it's scuffed. Skill 2 is scuffed. So you bring a Shield Will Tiana, Tian Lang goes first. Very, very small chance Tian Lang will stun and strip your Shield Will Tiana. And if it does, you will bank on the chance that it doesn't do it in rank number 2. And plus, you can see the time it takes to fight the battle if you're probably a developer. But if you go in and quit, yes, you can. It's less than 1 second. It's boosting, okay? So keep that in mind. What's the difference between boosting and what's not boosting? So once again, the thread is in my description below. And I will just go through the thread comments to just kind of analyze and see the takes of what people have commented. So let me just close this image. Right. And one thing to note, a good thing to note here is what this guy said. Notice how his points gain are in multiples of 5. That should be the points gained from a defense and offense win from someone who's significantly lower, 100 points plus. So if he is finishing in plus minus 5, he literally won no offenses, or maybe he did and it evened out, but basically all of his stuff came from defense wins. So the main point of this post is merely to spread awareness. Yes, I do also want to spread awareness, and that is why I'm making this video. So please share it with your guildmates, your Discord, your line chat, even your mother and your Facebook group, okay? Please share it across the board. And eventually, like this guy says, Comtuos will fix the arena system. There has been numerous talks of how to prevent boosting. Each suggestion has its flaw. Definitely agreed. Not all solutions are perfect, but what we have now is a monstrosity. It is difficult to propose and a fix, so it is perhaps time for the game company to reach out to the players and work out a solution. We have lots of videos, lots of evidence against these boosters. First step, we need to ban them before we make a change, okay? And then he goes to list on some of the problems that you guys have noted in the chat. So the Martina boosters will be innumerable. I actually like this. If they ever release a good unit like Martina in Arena, it is like gonna be a field day for Comtuos to camp like 3 developers, whatever, at rush hour, see who is fishy, check their logs, and just ban them. It's prime. They would never expect it because they all believe Comtuos ain't acting on this boosting thing. So this would be the perfect opportunity to ban all of them. Perhaps it would work better if there's a cooldown on attacking someone. I like the idea, but I'll explain to you why it's not good. It doesn't have to be long, but even if it's just 30 seconds or whatever, it's going to make a big difference. This is true. Rexus 1, you got the right idea, but I heard this this suggestion from one of my viewers, and that is, you know, when you revenge someone on your defense log, if you lose, it gets blacked out. You cannot attack him anymore, right? So we should apply that same concept to the offense. And the reason why this would work better instead of your suggestion is because if there was a cooldown on attacking someone, if I lose and I refresh and I'm trying to hunt the legend player to steal his points by getting 15, 12, whatever, and I have a cooldown on him, I can't farm number 1 to get myself number 1. The only way to be number 1 is kill number 1. You know, that's the exact same concept in RTA. You want to queue into number 1 to rob all his points. Or just play a lot of games because of the new system. It's kind of wonky. But you guys get the idea. So with my suggestion, for boosters to really find their mate, they gotta be spending crystal refreshes. 10 crystals to refresh their list, boost 10 crystals, boost 10, and this is assuming you find them in one try. And if you watch my video where I try to find Lee to farm him down, I spent 10 refreshes and I couldn't find him. So one refresh is going to be very lucky. So that's why I like my suggestion more than the one you provided, but I like the idea. Yeah, there should be some cooldown like 5 minutes. No, there should not be 5-minute cooldown to attack one person, because a legitimate strategy in Arena is to farm one person and get all your points because it's easy peasy. And another very legend strategy is farming the first ranked person to steal his points and knock him down, because if you're farming the number one person, their points drop and your points go up. So essentially it's like 2-1. So why not, right? The only reason why you wouldn't do it is because you can't beat his defense and you need your goon squad to attack him, which is not boosting because it's just collaboration. It's like what Europe does. It's not boosting, it's just collaboration. Okay, this should also diversify top end rushes. No, we don't need to diversify the rushes. It's straight up. It used to be all Tian Langs. Now it's all Tianas. Now it's all bruiser defenses. No diversity. It's the same three concepts because that's how the game's built. Also, as people at the top wouldn't spam one person and refresh the list. No, that we want to refresh the list for one person. This is totally incorrect. Okay, this person. No, this strategy here is legit. I've been saying it the last 5 minutes, okay? Skip you. Phones are cheap, emulators are free, our countless idea has no future. If you're replying to this guy, no, it costs crystals to refresh. So, I mean, no one's going to buy 5 phones to boost themselves. But I did hear Thunder D boosted himself. So I guess your point does have some valid. It is valid because Thunder D proved it, okay? And this is my comment here. Just trying to expose, okay? And like I said, try to share this video with your guildmates, your line chat, whatever. We gotta get some traction here. Come to us. We gotta action this, okay? I guess this situation calls for come to us to introduce a new pack for $100. I wouldn't buy it because the booster would buy for anti-protection. Sai Arena is filled with problems. The need to rush itself, no, because the need to rush itself is the content. It's the fun in it, right? The rush hour is the adrenaline, trying to improve. How fast can you clear an arena? So I don't think that's a problem. It's just how it's the nature of the content that we've been given. The poor AI issue is making ganking and feeding super easy. If you mean boosting, yes. But if you mean the poor AI where the win unit would target the water unit and you can manipulate the AI to not do stuff and make you win, then that's just a coding problem, okay? And it's been how the game's been released. The lack of harsh punishment, this is so true. So true. Actually, there has been like almost no punishment, so this is extremely true. Thunder D actually got banned and couldn't do arena and got his reward stripped. So I like where Comptos is going, where you prevent them from doing arena, which means you don't get any glory and you can't buy your Devilmon. And then you're forced to pay $50 to buy a Devilmon pack. I like it. Okay, let's do harsher punishments. I like it. We got to set a precedent to make sure that these people don't think it's a slap on the wrist and I can just get my reward revoked and I'll just do it again next week. You know, what's the problem? The refresh system, showing your opponent's name and showing their monsters. There is no problem with this. The refresh system, it can be a problem depending on how you look at it, because sometimes you may want to, like I said, you want to refresh for number 1, but number 1 is getting their bum hole wrecked because multiple people are refreshing for them, right? So there is a problem depending on how you want to look at it, the competitive integrity of this. So two sides of the coin, but these 2 points here are extremely, I personally as a legend contender, incorrect, okay? You need to know your opponent's name to farm out the contenders. The hardest way to get legend is to farm randoms 2, 3, 4, 5 and not number 1. So you need to know number 1's name for you to propel yourself to get legend. There has been multiple times where I streamed Arena Rush just for fun, and I was number 1 for the good 30 minutes, and then I got targeted because they know I'm number 1. It's the nature of how Arena works, to be number 1. It's not a problem. I don't have no problem with getting farmed, so I know I shouldn't be number 1 in 30 minutes to go. It's just for stream content. And showing their monsters. Okay, this is not a problem. If half of you guys... No, 99% of these people in the chat will not have a counter to Tian Lang or a billion LD Nat 5s on the defense. And that's why we skipped them. If I go in blind seeing 4 black blobs and then all of a sudden I load in and I see 4 LD Nat 5s, I lost. There's no counterplay to that. What's the point of me not seeing their monsters? I should have a choice of who I want to hit when I'm doing my rush hour. It's part of the strategy of building a good defense and not just going in blindly. choosing a good offense is also part of Arena Rush Hour. People who use Tiana Galleon, those people that separate a Tiana Galleon user is people who know how to switch their offensive units to control the defensive team. Okay, that's part of the strategy and marks a good Tiana user and a bad Tiana user. And I'm bad because I'm a cookie cutter guy. I use Lucians. I don't use Tiana teams. So no, this last point here, I don't agree. Okay. Hiding guildmates' aura names does not solve the problem. In fact, spoils the immune system for who's... Yes, this is true. How does it hurt anyone playing legit? The reason why it hurts them playing legit is because you cannot contest... I already repeated this. You cannot contest Legend. This does not affect Guardian 2-1 Conquer players because you're going to hit the person that you can beat. But when you want Legend, you're going to hit number 1. Why would you want Arena to be anonymous? People want to farm people they don't like, are gonna get Legend, farming boosters, hitting your friend to test your defense, hitting celebrities because you can post it on Reddit. No, it does not. It would prevent boosting, but it undermines the integrity of the whole Arena Rush Hour. This guildmate, I want to attack him. This is not a problem. Like right here, there is no problem with me not wanting to attack my guildmate. When would you ever want to attack why would you want to do friendly fire? It's part of Arena Rush Hour. If you have 10 guildmates rushing, trying to help you get Legend, it's not boosting, it's collaboration, like I said before. So what you're saying is Arena should be legit free for all, legitimately free for all. And if Come To Us wants to see it that way, which I highly don't think they want to, considering they're releasing so many, they released Labyrinth, that is team-based, R5, team-based, even probably the whole is going to be team-based. Everything is team-based now. They want collaboration, they want people to have fun together. So I don't think this idea in itself is going to work. Okay? Trying to reach the higher ranks as a solo player is nearly impossible. No, I have proven that I'm a one-man army and I got Legend before. Check out my VODs. Okay, so you just gotta be better than everybody else. Okay, you just gotta clear faster and have an up than discussing defense. Okay, because 99% of the players who don't high level rush, you learn who you can attack successfully. This is true. Yeah, so if you know who you outspeed, you can easily farm. Like people who don't have will runes or people you outspeed, you easily farm and crystal refresh and you kick their butt. Okay, so it is a disadvantage to people who are in the Guardian level. So I think I've read it enough. I think the people... How about they just remove the NAF 4? Okay, I'm going to talk about this. I like this idea, which comes to the whole idea of Arena revamp. Blacking out someone in the normal list of 10 after the first attempt. Yeah, so that's the idea I said earlier. All right, that's the idea I said earlier. Where you have the crystal refresh or refresh your list or wait 1 minute 30 or whatever it is to find the new person. So... You guys can just read the comments if you want, but what I'm going to do is, to finish this off this video, I know it has been a little long-winded and a lot of talking, but to conclude my video of how I would like to improve the arena is step 1, we already have a precedent of banning people. We already banned Lee/Griffin once, and he came back hot as Lee and started boosting or getting boosted again. But he hasn't been punished for it. So we need more punishment. We need harsher punishment for repeat offenders. And I like the idea of what Complex already did against Thunder D, where he can't do Arena, so therefore cannot get glory points for anything. His towers, his Devilmon, nothing. I would like to even see bans that even reach up to a year. Okay, I don't know the longevity of this game, but we need harsher punishments. Okay, we don't need temporary bans and then they just go back at it again. That may be viable if we had a whole staff to monitor this, but right now we have like almost no traction, so we need harsh punishment to make people stop doing it unless we get some more like moderators for this, okay? And what that guy earlier said, number 2, change the rewards. Instead of making Legend like a good LD Nat 4, how about we just make it LD pieces? Make it LD pieces we can just get some pieces, and there's less incentive to boost, and there's more incentive to rush. Would you guys prefer an LD Nat 3 in Guardian 1, 2, and 3 that you already have, or a chance at getting LD pieces, rushing for it, and getting maybe a Tian Lang or a LD Nat 5 that you want? So there's more incentive that way. Personally, that's what I think, and I would personally stay up and do that. The time of the arena, rush hour is in the store itself. And lastly, change the attacking system. So like I said, if you lose on the offensive list, you cannot attack them until you refresh your page again. So that's either spend your crystals or wait out the timer or restart your game and refresh your list. So once again, thanks for watching this video. I do appreciate for those who listened to everything, shared it, liked it, left a comment. Let me know what you think. Basically, I just want you guys to share this and get Comp to Us to act on it. And remember, guys, it's not Comp to Us Global, people that does the stream that has the ability to ban them. It's probably the developers in Korea. So don't blame them, guys, that does the stream. It's probably back at head office. And thanks a lot, guys.